you, Honorable Speaker. I think when this judgment came out, I remember reading it with a lot of disbelief as a lawyer. And first of all, maybe I can correct Honorable Junet. The court did not say that Azimio is the majority party. So you actually cannot be sitting on that seat. That is going to be determined by the Speaker. As we speak now, that is not the case. So I said, I just wanted to point out a few things here. When I read the judgment, I can say it's conflated, it's convoluted, it is confusing, and it even reveals that there was no laws looked into. For example, the argument that the Speaker cannot be a member of a political party or be a political party leader is flawed. Because first of all, Section 12 of the Political Parties Act prohibits every public officer from getting into a party or in politicking. But in subclause 2, it gives an exemption to the president, the deputy president, members of parliament, members of the county assembly, governors, and deputy governors. And the Speaker is a member of the National Assembly. Article 97 of the Constitution gives the membership of Parliament, which includes the Speaker, the substantive Speaker, as an ex-officio member. So even just from looking at that, and that is why I would like my colleagues who are praising the judgment to know that it has very glaring, complete disregard of the law. And that one, you don't need to be a magician. Just read Article 97 of the Constitution and then read Section 12, subsection 2. Also, if you see the way the court has interpreted the law and said that the determination of who is a majority party and minority party is decided by the people at the time of the ballot. Again, that is inaccurate. Kenya is a first past the post electoral system, which means it is individuals who have voted who can enter into a coalition and join parties. And I think they are confusing it with the South African method, because the South Africa has a mixed member proportional representation system. So people are voted in by parties, not as individuals. And so, just looking at that, we need to also ask ourselves in Parliament that how is it that we have a judiciary that does not follow the same laws that they are supposed to apply and interpret. Also, if you look at when during the arguments of the case, the judgment itself in the judgment says that they decided to look at other evidence and that they did not have any evidence of who had left the coalition. But at the same breath, in the same judgment, they contradict themselves and point out that the Register of Political Parties provided for them the evidence. And even as we speak now, Honorable Speaker, when you are away is when this judgment came out. And immediately, I instructed the clerk of the National Assembly to write to the Registrar of Political Parties to give us a true position of how the membership is organized. And therefore, I'm requesting that the clerk should be able to give me that letter so that I can table it and let it become part of these proceedings. And then, purely that it will be your decision to make a ruling as to the majority and minority parties as the Speaker. And the courts don't have any power to do it. That's why, even though they nullified your ruling, they did not actually make any declaration, because they know that that is a pure mandate of the Speaker. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Emmanuel Wangwe.